question of why and if she'll make it. It's more a question of when and how she'll take it. Standing out there alone, completely naked. Another secret's been kept and left her tainted. She can do to make them change it. She does the best that she can to rearrange it. There's still the question of how she's grown so tainted. A tattered canvas unfurls, watch as they paint it. She's at the edge of the world. She's there standing alone. She's the loneliest girl. Now she finally feels like she's coming home. She fought them bravely until defenses caved in, pressing their teeth to her neck until she gave in. Now there's no question this girl is well acquainted with suffering in a world that's left her tainted. She's at the edge of the world. She's there standing alone. She's the loneliest girl, and now she finally feels like she's coming home. She's just done what she's been told. Her heart is turning to stone. Here at the end of this girl, this time she finally feels like she's coming home. Like she's coming home. Like she's coming home. Like she's coming home. She's at the edge of the world. Like she's coming home. Like she's coming home. She's at the edge of the world. Like she's coming home. She's coming home.
Konnichiwa, Minigawa. It's Miyagawa Katsueki, a furry Ian Vtuber and Ian voice representative, and it is Danganronpa Monday. Oh, okay. So we are finishing up the chapter 3 trial today. It is the trial for the murder of Angie, whatever her surname was, and also kind of sorta Motherfucker, I can't remember any of these characters' names. Shit. Why can't I remember people's names? It's Angie and... Fucking goddamn it. The martial arts girl that no one liked, but I was starting to kind of like. Anyway, it's mostly for Angie. So, I 100% think. Well, I won't say 100%. I 99% think that it was Himiko. But I'm going to keep an open mind here, because to me it seems so obvious that it was Himiko that I feel like I need to open up my mind and accept other possibilities. So I'm not just gonna stick with Angie. I 99% think it's Angie, but I'm going to keep an open mind on this one, because the evidence and the motivation seems to be pointing towards Himiko, but I feel like I'm being pulled in that direction. And with this series, when you get pulled in one direction, most of the time it's the wrong direction. It's misdirection even, you could say. So yeah, looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz? The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out, boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me! Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right.
That's the right answer, Monodam! Why? He hasn't said anything. Exactly! Cause there are no victims! Yep! Even if you're killing this killing game, you're a winner! Cause then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity. Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kinds of behind-the-scenes details.
Alright.
Dying makes you more popular? Then we gotta die soon, too. What even is the point? What's the point? What's the point? Let's get back to the trial, okay? Let's figure this out.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Why?
I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary. Logic does not compute.
One of them is finally talking again.
Did you hear something?
Right now,
No.
you're on the threshold
I didn't
of
hear
amazing
anything.
adventure showtime.
Right now, you're on the threshold of amazing adventure. Showtime.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep. Tasty, tasty sweet buns.
Hey, Jacob, it's going pretty well. How are you?
So round, so sweet, so delicious.
Of a once powerful
That doesn't sound scary at all.
Not really, no.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
amazing adventure.
That's poignant.
Did you hear something? No, I didn't hear anything.
Are they just pretending he doesn't exist now? So yeah, when last we left off, it was Himiko that was being accused by Korekiyo. I have to leave pretty quick. We're having a friend of my mother's for lunch. Oh my god. Oh, make make sure you cook her all the way through. Oh god,
Sir
I'd suck.
Akihiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko. Yes.
Tenko, that's her name. That's the second person that died. But I think what's going to happen here. Someone is going to steer the direction of the trial back to Andy's murder. And then we're going to do a bunch of things regarding that. We're going to talk about Andy's murder, and then again we're going to find evidence that connects, or we're going to realize that Himiko is the most likely culprit, and then we're just going to connect it back to Tenko's murder.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Why
Then
not,
she
Ganta?
needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
She really isn't saying anything.
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Well, that's not a defense.
Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
Well, if we're wrong, then everyone dies.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
Shut your fucking mouth, Kokichi.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
Yeah, yours and everyone else's.
Shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? You give up here.
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko! Himiko, not that kind of person! Gonta can tell by Himiko's face!
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
Are we about to have the missile minigame? I don't think so, probably not. Doesn't seem like obviously split.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
No give up! No give up! No surrender! Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up! We survived! We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Some gave all gave some. Cage show, something like seance or
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision as a leader.
What if someone
Was-
steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle room? Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room,
Wait.
someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
Other room may have been trapped. Maybe the third one was too. So we had to choose that room somehow. But how? And what would that tell us?
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, wasn't it?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Wait. While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room for the seance was held, he stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also part. That's it! Oh! Kokichi!
3 empty rooms.
You beautiful boy, you!
Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be.
No! Consent! That's the key.
It's just like Gunta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped. What? Is that true? Kokichi will tell you.
God damn it.
Way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
Guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck.
In the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Whoa! Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Interesting.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Oh wait, I'm blocking the dialogue, aren't I? Hold on. I'm gonna put myself in front of my son. Don't talk to me or him ever again.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Okay.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Fuck yeah!
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Wow, did Himiko just have a character arc? Yes!
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Hey, there you go. Feeling the mood like usual.
Please stop.
Damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro. Soul, bro?
What the fuck is a soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Wow,
What are you talking
Kokichi.
about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point.
Hmm.
It must have been barrier magic. Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? Because of the salts. The salt transmutation circle.
This is it! It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
It's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
Now it's pointing to Cortiquillo.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped
But it
on
easily could have been someone else who just knew about the ritual. Because anyone could have gotten that book and read it.
Circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trip.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right. If that's the case in the culprit, there's no doubt in my mind they're the one who killed Tinko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. Fuck. Wow.
It has to be you,
I mean, yeah.
Kyo. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
Oh, that was the easiest one I've done so far.
Talking about Tenko's murder. Kyo?
That was the easiest decision I've made in a long time in one of these games.
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
Right? Because of the knife.
And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
What is so funny? I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
Is that an admission of guilt?
An intriguing experience?
Also, you said in the beginning that you would never kill anybody. Like you just wanted to have this experience.
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
How could anyone have stomped on the floorboard for that matter?
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
how can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
God damn, boss not fired. Okay.
I will explain in due time. Please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on the exact floorboard, even in the darkness. How do they move around in total darkness? In a room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although, even after I put out the candle, I can move on the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe.
He used the candles for the positioning.
Figure it out.
The culprit didn't have to see it all. They use touch.
That's it.
You lined up the floorboard with the candles.
They didn't see. They felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move them, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
Sure, there was something. Landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. Hangman's Gambit! Fuck. Why do I have to do it like this? That's... Is it... Wait, magic circle? Really? That's how he did it? Alright. But you can't see the circle though. I don't see how that... I don't see how this is the case. I mean, okay, got the answer, but I don't see, because you can't see the circle either.
That's it. The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
Okay, that makes sense.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
Yeah.
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
Yes.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
You're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not really, it got destroyed.
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen,
We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Ah.
Said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it.
Please.
I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Oh my god! Welcome to the future. You can take fucking pictures.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I'll give it a try. Ready?
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
This is weird. Oh, look, he took the paper from Kiro's mouth. So this is the magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Notice anything?
There!
The little lines going out from the
This helped a lot,
sides.
Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you can find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it's different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Also, Kimiko didn't really do anything.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health. Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Mew, you have problems, my girl. Please seek help.
You what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
But why though?
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so... See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
I mean, if you didn't make such a big deal about it, no one would have ever known, Mew.
Quit talking about your poop, no one cares!
I can't wait until the Game Grumps play this. This line is for Aaron, 100%.
Yo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object.
Here we go.
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Unimportant.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
I mean, he's kind of correct, because the Blackened is whoever killed Angie, not necessarily who killed Tenko, unless Kotokiyo killed Angie too.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carry the cage.
Not
So
really.
suspicion should fall on them.
Blade lock. Success!
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
No
So
opportunity to
simply
touch the sickle.
I am not the killer.
He had a way of getting that murder weapon, I can prove it. No way of placing...
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have...
Oh, that's it. There we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to
Ha!
touch the sickle.
Let me to cut through those words. The sheet. The sheet. It was the sheet.
The sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
What?
Is correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
That's a dated reference.
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yep. That's right. What happens to your votes if there are two Blackened candidates? I have an answer for that. It's first come, first serve.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue.
But why though?
Blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
I mean, that's what I would
That is
think.
simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
The question is why though?
No one else could have.
What was the point in killing Tenko? Just so that no one would find out that your seance was a sham? That's kind of stupid.
You're the one who killed Tenko. You gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kivo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
So he was only trying to get out. That's right. They didn't know about the rule until after it happened. So I guess Kyo thought that he could get out with the other Blackened.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
There's no way Kyo can get out of this. I mean, like, there's no way that we can, like... We can't trust him anymore! I mean, he literally murdered somebody, and if only the Blackened is gonna get executed, then we're just gonna have this person that already murdered before. So there's, like, no way! He's less trustworthy than Maki.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Uh-oh.
One of you! Wowee! This argument is getting intense! At times like this.
Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Uh-oh. What side are you on, Kokichi? Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Split opinion! Vote for Kyo. Don't vote yet. Debate scrum start.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie! He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not Blackened?
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added
That one was
after both
easy.
murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
No.
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
When we weren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
I got this, but he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
Ah!
Forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
I got this, but he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
That's
The
it.
katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab,
kill Tanko, but not Blackened? Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He's planning to use the new rule to protect himself all alone.
Kyo!
No!
Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tanko's
I
death.
got this!
Got
Not
this.
yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Kyo killed Tanko and Angie.
Ah.
Kyo killed Tanko and Angie.
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
Got it.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
I got this! But he
Ha.
couldn't get into
Ah! Hey, Lixie.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo!
Kyo.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tanko, but Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He's planning to use the new rule to protect himself all alone.
Kyo!
Not possible.
You know, these split opinion things are pretty hype.
Both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tanko's death.
I got this! Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Crouch bind. Set. Got it. Full counter.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tanko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Yeah, what kind of mystery?
Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tanko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's
One
murder.
of the clues? Outline a piece of evidence at Tinko's murder scene. What piece of evidence from... No. Saw something underneath the floorboards. Like the sickle? Saw something underneath the floorboards. No. Something underneath the floorboards. What was under the floorboards? Don't remember what was under the floorboards.
Oh no!
Shit. There was, wait a minute.
This is it!
Dust. Yeah.
Bloodstain.
There was definitely dust, but there was nothing strange about that.
Found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tango's plot?
That bloodstain was too far from Tanko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tanko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Listening to the floor was dry because it happened before the seance. It was there before Tinko was killed. I said it was before she was killed. It happened before the seance.
That's it.
I mean, both of those answers the same thing.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
I should make it clear whose blood it was. Blood seance before the seance. It has to be them. Before the seance. I don't.
Oh no!
That's from before the seance, then. That doesn't really say who it was clearly.
Is this? We can't let it end here.
It was from before the seance.
It would be a mistake to vote, and there's still the
Mystery?
well, but we still have. I believe it might.
Dried blood.
The blood stain. It was beneath the. Is that?
That bloodstain.
Also, but the
It
blood
was
stain.
from before the seance.
Well, that's weird. Why was that blood stain the only dry one?
That's it.
It was Tinko's blood?
The blood stain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before
It
the.
was Tink. No. Fuck. No. It wasn't her. It was from before the seance. It wasn't Korekiyo. No, it wasn't Kokichi.
I was wrong.
Shit! It wasn't Kokichi either.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't.
That blood stain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tinko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in the research lab?
Yeah, I'm not following this.
Body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
Wait, what?
Angie wasn't killed in her lab, and that opens up a lot more possibilities.
Oh my god.
We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
Oh god.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Why?
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Kokichi's statement true, or...
The art research lab is not where it's killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body. That sounds like something only you would do, Mia.
What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did. There has to be a
The art
clue
research
there.
lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body. That sounds like something only you would do, Mia.
Candle. Something Angie did. Why would Angie have gone into an empty room? She was making wax effigies for the seance. Well, not the seance, the ritual.
The art research lab
Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact everyone to participate. Citizenship of the effigy is irrelevant. It's obvious who the effigy is. Label of the name of the deceased. Burn us up on the ashes. Sprinkle ashes. Everyone wants to use it wisely.
is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body. That sounds like something only you would do, Mia.
Does she need a candle for the effigies? Or why does she need a candle for the effigies?
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
Whoops.
Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax
Is
on
that
her
not
body.
noise?
That sounds like something only you would do, Mia.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on
why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Try this.
Except for candles.
Fuck! What the fuck?
Keep yourself awake.
The art research lab.
Doesn't really make sense to me, but I'm gonna try.
She left the lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
No. What was Angie trying to do right before her death? What was she trying?
Damn it!
What was she doing right
The art
before her
research
death?
lab.
She was doing the summoning ritual. So, what step did she not... The step that she didn't get to. Prepare an effigy. Anyone by two places to decide the shape. Obviously the effigy is supposed to be. Label it with the name of the deceased. Label it with the name of the deceased. She was making the wax effigies. She also had a cut on her forehead. She had a cut on her forehead, so maybe that's where the dried blood came from.
Is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
Necronomicon and Cthulhu did it.
There should
If only things were that simple. Just bring the old gods into it.
She wanted a candle. Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body. That sounds like something only you would do.
What was she doing right before her death? She was making the effigies. She cut her forehead for some reason.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it. She wanted a candle. Keep
Was the
herself
whole
awake.
point of Kokichi's lie
That sounds like something only you would
to
do.
not be that she exited her room, but to point out something that she was doing before she died.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body.
I only have 32 seconds left before this round is over.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
No. No either.
I was wrong.
Yes, like that. Fuck.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room?
I'm just gonna let the time run out and then re-look at everything.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
Because I'm not really following this.
Is this... We can't let it end here.
I've had about like 4 tries in this trial, 4 retries in this trial at this point. It's not gonna redo the opening.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! Keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body. That sounds like something only you would do.
Wait, did she? Is it? Wait a
The
minute.
art research lab
Is this it?
On her own?
Why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
I agree.
She needed a flame for the. She needed a flame to burn the book. To make the ashes for the ritual.
Room to get a candle.
Yeah, for taking wax plague.
No, Miu, shut the fuck up.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, the resurrected dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. That's what I was missing. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. You could fall asleep and die.
Candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Uh-oh, the gray man. Oh, fuck.
Blood on the floor.
which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's blood stain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Maybe magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
It's true. If she was bleeding that much, it would have left a
After the
trail.
attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Yes, forehead injury.
This is it! The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
That's what I just said, Kaito, but thank you for the summation.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
Why are you getting so worked up, Kodakio?
What are you? All clear? What are
I think Kodakio's getting a phone call. He's vibrating pretty hard.
I will not fear. I will not back down.
What the fuck?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
Kodakio's a girl?
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Wait, what's happening here? What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
Oh wait, or is he just like beyond non-binary? He's both at the same time.
Mumbling about. You're giving me the goddamn willies.
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Did you kill Angie?
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our mind with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's two external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Culprit carried Angie in such a way that wouldn't leave any blood behind. Sure is a clue of the scene that proves it.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body?
The
And
bloody
not a
duct
single
tape?
drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no blood stains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Let me to cut through those words! The bloody duct tape.
There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of.
Yeah, every time these fucking kids leave critical evidence at the scene. Evidence that could have easily be gotten rid of.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been a Tua who did that for us.
If it was a Tua, if a Tua was real, he wouldn't let Angie get killed anyway.
What? A Tua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Is it the dude over here that's freaking the fuck out?
It has to be you.
Oh, this is the easiest decision I've ever made.
You killed Angie.
That was obvious. Boring, obvious.
Killed both of them.
This is so stupid.
Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
The murder was an accident. The murder of Angie.
That's it. Angie's murder was an accident.
I had a 50-50 shot.
If it wasn't accident? That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Wow. This whole time I thought it was Tinkle that died to keep the secret. Because whoever did it didn't want Angie's spirit to reveal the truth. But it was the other way around. Interesting.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there. So then, there was no reason for him to kill Tinkle.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
And why are you freaking out?
Why? Why are they? Why is it?
Calm yourself, Korekio.
Yes.
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver.
I'm kind of into beautiful Korekio.
Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Here he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone. Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Because he wants to wear fucking lipstick, Mew.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I've never acknowledged your allegations. Not a single one of them.
So you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
Well said. Good job, Korekio.
Yes, thanks.
evidence? There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence. What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work. The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize!
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I couldn't tell you, Kaito. I could not tell you, my dude. No idea what's happening with Kyo, but I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Argument armament.
I have nothing to admit.
Oh, okay.
You are simply wrong. I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm
Whoops.
not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit.
Sometimes I'm just pressing the wrong
You are
button.
simply wrong.
I promise not to get mad at this one.
Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said,
Oh,
Correcchio.
wrong way.
To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio.
Fuck.
To continue this debate. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Fuck.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck me.
I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot.
Fuck me.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck! God damn it. I'm not gonna break my controller this time. I'm not gonna break my controller. I acknowledge that most of those were my fault.
Is this really the...
Most of those were 100% my fault.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. I'm not the culprit, so I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic.
Whoops.
That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. I told you
you I am not the culprit.
I know the puppet is gone now.
Like that. You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck.
Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck.
Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me.
Error.
Speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Oh fuck, I keep looking at the wrong thing.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck me.
Apologize.
They're not going in order.
I told you
It's
I
hard
am
to
not
see.
the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
Oh fuck me. Those glitchy ones make this even more difficult. Shit. I thought I was doing well up until the glitches showed up.
Is this...
How many retries is this now? Like 6? Like all together? Kind of the last stream and this one?
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I am not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes,
Whoops.
I am not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic.
Whoops.
That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio.
Fuck me.
To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions
Fuck me.
on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your
Fuck
delusions
me.
on us? Your logic. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck.
Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck me.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me.
Got it. Okay.
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Remove floorboard.
It ends here!
Got it! Finally! Yes! Oh, he's hot. Fuck. Okay.
Keo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
He just smacked her with the floorboard.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was a murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard. Angie's blood? Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there,
The floorboard would have had to been removed.
the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in
My
place,
thumb hurts.
the blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Those ones where you have to circle the buttons, you have to move your thumb all over. At least for the gamepad, you need to circle the buttons over and over. It's not bad like trying to do like rotating mini games on for our Mario Party on the N64, but it still like aches a bit. Gamer thumbs, gamer issues. Normies don't understand.
Floorboard was used.
How?
The weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trail.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
It sounds like me last week.
I believe that while Keel was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
Helicopter with a floorboard!
All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
I mean, I've already been doing all the work, but thank you. Well, me and Kokichi with a little help from Maki.
Put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
Oh wait, before
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
before I do that, I'm going to load my dryer right quick. So we'll be taking a quick little break. So I can put my bed sheets in the dryer. Be right back. Enjoy this hype finale music. Alright, we're back. Said we're back. Okay. Alright, let's figure go over everything one more time. It's time to make a manga. I want you to confess. No.
No, I will force you to confess.
Closing argument. Okay. So it's okay. So here's the couple with the saw in the empty room. Hit the sliding lock. Small stone Himiko brought. Move floorboard. Okay. Hit the sliding lock. What weapon? Let's see. Hit the sliding lock. That's would be the handle of the spitting katana. It's that one. And remove floorboard. What was compressing the injury? What weapon knocked Angie unconscious? Move floorboard. Tinkle rest the forehead during the seance. The small stone. Leaf katana. Weapon killed Angie. Gold leaf katana. Sickle place to kill. Path made with salt. Stuck duct tape. Duct tape. Sickle place to kill. Set up in the iron cage. Sickle in the sheet. And then pads made with salt. Who says Kokichi was capable? Responsible for extinguishing the candles. Salts. Shurishi extinguishes the flame. Stomp hard on the floorboard. Footsteps contaminating the scene. Cut cross facing the floor. Kichi lockpicking. Kaide's effigy. Okay. Kaide's. And then this. Who is the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Crosspiece. Filling in the rest. Angie's body was found. Who unlocked the door? It was Kokichi. Who besides Kokichi was Shuichi? The culprit approached the cage. Stomp hard on the floorboard. Then the magic circle get erased. Footsteps contaminating the crime scene.
This is the truth of the case.
This is the truth. I think that was a perfect right there.
Back at the first murder.
For the closing arguments, anyway.
It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all three. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked the room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all three rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floor and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
Flutter.
But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick.
Nope. Always leaving critical pieces of evidence behind. Danganronpa since 2011. Isn't that when the first game came out, I think?
Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down.
Seems a little unnecessary, but okay.
There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance.
Right in the tits.
And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door.
Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it.
The fact that it's made of wax is ridiculous.
The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have
Not very useful as a lock, is it?
many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room
Nothing to
was
do.
sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Acto 3.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder.
One more. Just one more.
To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance. Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance.
You know, I don't really understand why he needed to add this bit to it. He could have just stopped at Angie. That would have been fine. But then he said like, "Hey, let's do a seance," and then followed through with the second murder. But he could have just been like, "Well, I already need to kill Angie, so like that's gonna be my way out."
I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance.
I don't get it.
Tenko volunteered to be the
He
medium.
literally could have just stopped with Angie
Get her killed.
and just said like, "Well, I don't need to do this one that I was planning to do."
To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
Secretly. Shh.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage.
Done.
The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place.
It's very convenient that the ritual is like perfect for hiding
After the preparations
murderous intent.
began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
Salt! Straight from League of Legends.
The lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard.
There really was no reason for him to encourage us to do a seance.
The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw.
There was no reason to keep going with this.
And pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle.
Yes, thank you Kibo, and by extension Miu.
But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Kurekyo Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Yeah, both of them, including the unnecessary second one.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Kurekyo. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately.
I mean, this is the way it needed to happen. Because there's no way anyone would ever trust them after killing one person, even if it was just the second person.
Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
My one regret, my only regret,
Was not being able to make 100 friends.
Komi-san, hello? Hello, Komi-san?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, it's so unfortunate. I was so close to 100.
Yeah, and you killed 2 of them. So you set yourself back, you dumb motherfucker.
What are you talking about?
I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already.
Roger that! One voting time!
The heart racing excitement has
Blackened and the Spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Wow, they all hate Monodam. I mean, there's no reason for this.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or
I mean,
the
we already made the choice.
wrong one?
We made the choice already. Isn't that what you say before we vote? And what's the deal with the fucking spin? Clash trial. All rise. Guess I did 8 retries. I still got an A. Oh, the one I failed the most was the mine? I made an A on everything else except wait. How did I make a B on the closing arguments? What? The closing arguments was the only one that I did perfectly. And I made a B on that one. But the argument armament, the one where I needed to retry twice to do, that's the one I made an A on. The one I did on the first try, that's what I got a B on. Like, why? Why? What is the scoring system? What is this? What is this? Can someone explain this to me? This is insane. Alright. Whatever. We did it. Wow, seriously, you're correct again!
Absolutely right.
This is the third correct verdict in a row!
All right.
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now,
It's finally over.
No.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tango?
Right.
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive? Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Hey.
Don't tell me! Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up!
I never said I was scared! The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it? Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So, it had nothing to do with the motive.
Yeah?
Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear. Someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart.
Can I show this? Is this okay?
Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate.
That butt, though. That butt is pretty fucking fantastic. NGL.
None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love, no matter what anyone says.
Are you talking about yourself? Because you were talking to yourself.
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you! Some of us aren't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tinko. But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Wait!
Don't look at me! I'm not his lover!
Yeah.
Calm down! No, what a disgusting shit stuff bitch like you!
Sploosh!
Oh, what the what? Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey,
Is it really one of us? When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see,
I mean inside me.
sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me, my dearest sister. Sister?
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not a sister.
Right?
Well, duh, if you were a sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait!
Jesus, fuck. Your sister, but didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter.
It is not that difficult. My sister is my lover.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love, but none could stop the love we shared. Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
Oh,
For my
Konikio.
beloved sister.
I had to.
Always messing around.
You had to escape from here, right?
No.
I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
It was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However,
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. Why couldn't you be? I mean, if you were her lover and her brother, why not add a third thing into the mix? So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister. Oh, Konikio, my dude, you are off the reservation. Deceased?
do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right?
For my beloved sister.
For sister's sake, I've killed many to send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being my sister's friends. What?
Incomprehensible.
This is impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy. Yes, Konikio, I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you for looking after my little brother.
What?
What the hell? After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught, I nearly went mad. Keyword, nearly. I am still completely sane. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
sister.
Now I can see her whenever I'd want. I'm never lonely.
Correcchio.
That's wonderful, Correcchio. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love.
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick. You say you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here.
What was that?
Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because?
You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends. Huh? Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding who should be the medium, before that, let's use a spiritual medium. It will work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent the time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends. Oh, worthy?
Why you?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then
The second victim could have been me. Tinko died in place of me. Then I would do it. I can't think of anyone but me the anti-spirit should go in. No! I'll do it!
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tinko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Huh? Infiltrate? Really?
But
How did you... It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes.
can this be?
She stood up against the darkness of the school, all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful! She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko. Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too. Eventually.
No way!
What? You do all that for? Wow! You did it all just to kill. For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
Let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course. But more than that,
For my beloved sister.
I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling. Kaido is done.
Are you okay?
Kaido, are you okay? You look kind of pale, my dude. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her in a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else too. But why, though? That's what we want to know. You could have just killed Angie, had a better chance of tricking everybody, and then escaped, and then killed more women to be your sister's friends in the afterlife. But instead, you killed a second person and made it so. Or is it that you knew you would be found out because you would leave more evidence? You would leave more evidence, be found out as a Blacken, and then you would die, and then you would go to meet your sister in the afterlife. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Now that I have Kodakiyo's complete profile, I think that's what it was. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her just because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister. Korekiyo, you're such a thoughtful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy. You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Korekiyo's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That right! Killing 2 friends for your dead sister?
But how?
That wrong! That's so wrong! Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always by Korekiyo's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was that?
I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tinko have to die for something so unfair?
Well...
Because death is unfair. Nyeh. 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 All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if you were watching this, they were gonna kick out of it. If people were watching this, knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this.
You got me.
Hey Jacob, welcome back. So because you haven't played this game before, this is now a spoiler. Yeah, I finished it. It turns out this was a much simpler trial than the second one. It was a lot less convoluted for somehow.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends. Who is the culprit? Guess. Guess by this line of dialogue. Take a wild guess, Jacob. You have only one. Korekiyo? Yep, it was. And get this. He did it so that he could send friends to his deceased sister. So he had an older sister who is also his lover that died because of illnesses. And ever since she died, he has been on a mission to send her friends in the afterlife. And the way that he sends friends to her is by killing people. I kind of thought Tinko had killed Angie and then herself to save Himiko. Yeah, I kind of had that in the back of my mind too. But then again, like the whole time I thought it was Himiko that had done it. Because it all seemed to point to her, but it turned out that it was just Korekiyo, just some stacking the deck against her.
Sister.
I think I shall go and see her now. My beloved sister.
Sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Korekiyo.
It's alright, sweet Korekiyo. Come to see me. Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
It's punishment time!
It's the moment you've all been waiting for.
Huh?
Punishment time.
Sister.
My beloved sister, at long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes, from now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others. Wait, I can't accept this.
Therefore.
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted. This is like some Ashford from Resident Evil Code Veronica crap. I've never played that game, so I can't comment.
From an anthropological point of view.
Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease? The living must find a reason, however, for us to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
What? That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
I prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate anthropologist, Korekiyo Shinguji!
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't just be me and Korekiyo. All those who died will be watching. I will be watching to see how you face the death of your friends.
Humanity is beautiful.
I will be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
Let's give it everything we've got! Here we go. Now, how is Korekiyo going to die? Oh! Oh my god. Cultural melting pots. This is dizzying. And also, who is Monodam gonna kill? Oh. He gets cooked like fucking Teru Teru, kind of. Oh, fuck! Monodam's the one that dies this time. And he's bleeding from his eyes. Holy fuck. Oh. Oh, no nipples, so it doesn't need to be censored. Oh, wow. They killed his spirit, too! What? Oh, fuck. Shadows died twice here. Yo! What? No, Monodam, why? To think my cute child would commit suicide. Oh, Monodam killed himself? Oh, it's so cute! It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. I was sure Monotaro was gonna die next. Well, the way it was going was that he was being ignored by both Monotaro and Monophony for like most of this trial. So it makes sense. It kind of makes sense that he would kill himself because he made it so that he couldn't get along with the two of them. Like Monotaro and Monophony were getting along. It was just him that wasn't getting along. Monodam committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along is because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right.
Yes, Donna Monocubs drove him to suicide, but not me. Hey, who's Monodam? You already forgot? That's kind of scary.
Well, now.
Well, this like another class trial is wrapped up without incident, so I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon. Seems like a waste though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up. How long are you gonna keep talking about that? Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual was obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? Well, I don't know. They were all... Oh wow, I was doing Monokuma's voice. Well, I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's been just the two of us this whole time. It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
Oh, and then there was 7. Even now, he still thinks about raising the dead.
Always messing around.
Man, this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course.
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But
There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a God watching over us, but there isn't after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Gonta do his best.
Then Gonta do his best to keep everyone safe. Gonta want to protect everyone! But your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of these clash trials.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
Okay.
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
That's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki? I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is a killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll is one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? You guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship or whatever. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner, especially now after losing 7 people. You're right. Only 9 people left now. Well, what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right, 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away. Only 9 remain.
Actually,
By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But,
Just 9 of us.
well,
Wait, there are 9 people left? Did I count wrong? Humans are like we, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. Shit! Shit! Fuck! That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right? No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable. But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on God, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you. Kaito.
well, of course.
Empty words. I mean, like, fuck, dude. You can have all the positive thinking in the world, but you didn't do shit to help us. You did absolutely nothing to help us. We did all the work while you were hiding in your room throwing up because you're scared of fucking ghosts. I actually hate Kaito. He's the worst character now. Fuck. Even Kokichi is more useful than you are. Motherfucker. Mio too. At least she gave Kibo the camera function that helped us to see what the circle looked like before we all destroyed it. Like, fuck, man. Hold on, Kibo needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. There's only one kind of apology I'm willing to accept.
How exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way!
I've never heard of such an intense form of apology. Seems like everything is settled for now, even though we're missing her.
You alright?
You were saying that earlier too, that you were starting to hate Kaito for being useless. Yeah, he really fucking is. He was like, yeah, Maki, Shuichi, I'm leaving everything to you guys. Take care of this for me, alright? You're my sidekicks. You do all the work. Like, dude. You're doing absolutely nothing. Like, I know it's like a running joke now, but he's actually not doing anything. He's doing jack shit. Anything Gonta can do to help, you can tell Gonta.
Hey,
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh,
Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar.
huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you shouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth.
But
You wouldn't have any free will, excuse me. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know?
right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit. I only said this because I thought about it.
because
Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
hey,
What are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Auntie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger into something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger. Here we go. Ew. Tinko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Wow, Kokichi. Kokichi actually knows what's up. He really is the Nagito of this game. Oh my god. You know, I thought at first that Kokichi was the worst version of Nagito. Like, that's all he was, but he's turning into the only worthy successor to Nagito. He's like the near and mellow to that. Like Nagito is L, and Kokichi is near and mellow.
Damn it.
Ugh. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions he had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. Except for Kibo. The tears we shed, I can't even begin to describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. Himiko is sad. But she's expressing her emotions. That's the important thing. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However...
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
What do you think? She has to weigh less than that sewer grate that you just casually threw across the room that one time.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
This is a good picture. I like this. This is my favorite one so far.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me?
The fuck?
You need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya. There's no way to do such a thing. That was a gentleman after all.
I really like that. When we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaido was stopped in his tracks. Kaido? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead. You sure?
Well,
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you decide scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Heh! Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But
Maybe not. I feel like the walls I had, I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. It means it's like she doesn't want to wait anymore. It seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore. I'm getting dyslexic. Yeah, 'cause of me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. But like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
Is what I think's about to happen? After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaido. Whoa.
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet.
The fuck?
Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
Well, that's something. Well, there you have it. Kaido has Ebola. To be continued. What's that? Graveyard slot? We got Mysterious Mask. With Kaido is dying, I suppose he is. We got the Mysterious Mask. It has all of Cortex fluids on it. Who wants to wear it? And well, that is going to be the incurable cough of death.
Hey there.
And so with that, hold on. And with that, we are done. We are done with Danganronpa for today. I want to see. I want that picture of
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
I really like this. It is literally one of the cutest things I've seen in a Danganronpa game so far. It was just fucking precious. But yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be screenshot, yes. That is going to be it with Danganronpa for today. But yes, thank you everyone so much for joining me today. Please follow if you haven't already so you don't miss out on this awesome content. And until next time, Ja Mata!